Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Duke Blue Devils. Reese Davis, Dave Bauer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. I did check in with the Blue Devils head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the SMU Mustangs headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside, it's Shepard. Got room at the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Breaks the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Push is ahead. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Looking for room. No room to bring him back. Ncaa27. And the timing just a hair off. Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Ncaa27. Rolls right. Unleashes one. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see, too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Ncaa27 throwing again, trying to escape and get it himself. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the 1st down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
The Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. But he was just flat not going to be denied there.
And when you get in the red zone and the field shrinks, man, is it nice to have a guy that can lower his shoulder, break some tackles, and get in that end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Left side, it's Moore. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Walker to throw. Lets it fly. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Turning it on. Inside the 30. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mustangs. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide left, it's Smith. Busts through behind his pad. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Walker will fire. Going over the top. Makes the catch at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
In the backfield, it's Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. They go right back to their man on second and goal.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Walker to throw. On the move. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Got an alley. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Well, lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like, that's part of the process that goes with it, but you've been working for this moment. This is what you wanted for the last several years, and you developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. They'll move the wide receiver. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa27. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space. And
makes the grab in their space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Walker will fire. Throws it deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Here's the Ncaa27 to throw. Left side is Cooper. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
a nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Drops back on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it. It's Green. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field, crushers. 2nd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Shepard. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Walker to throw. Holds on, it's Shepard. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Throws to the back. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Ncaa27. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And he'll bring it back. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the run, it's Shepard. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Really nice play called by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Got it behind the line. It's Garner. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Walker will fire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Looking down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ncaa27 wide left, it's Cooper. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Ncaa27. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Ncaa27 to throw. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Fighting Irish with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Throwing, Ncaa27. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep...
Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Mustangs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Right back to the well. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. You can't give up a sack.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Throws to the wideout. And his first pass is incomplete.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Buried before he could blink.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Bunch formation for these receivers. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Left side is Cooper. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Searching for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Again, defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Look out! And down he goes.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snapped on fourth down. They're all over him. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the foot.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. At the 45, on its way. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throwing on the run. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that was a game's worth of frustration right there on that pass. That was a bomb down the field, trying to get it all back because the offense just hasn't found a way to get much going. Still got the bagel on the scoreboard, and that's not what they expected. That's not what they're accustomed to when they play offensive football.
Another incompletion on third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wide open downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Takes the handoff. It's Green. Knocked down immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, SMU. A pick 6. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And now the ball is free in the end zone. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. First play of this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run to the left. Got the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Move to his right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tight end now in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Out wide left, it's Simmons. Oh, what a cut! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Never a doubt. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll start this drive from the 42. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side is Shepard. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. The play fake. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.